Last time on Team Talent, 4 complete strangers awoke in a small town jail of Merrow. After taking their way to freedom, they chose to stick together, wandering the town and slowly discovering that each of them possessed a strange and extraordinary talent unlike anything they'd ever seen before. As trust began to form, so did questions. What were their abilities? Why did they have them? And just how powerful could they become? With nowhere else to go, the group rented a room at the Rusty Bucket to compare notes and test the limits of their newfound powers. But the quiet evening came to an abrupt end when the innkeeper Harold unexpectedly grabbed Ringtail by the throat. Ringtail instinctively phased straight through Harold's grasp, leaving the innkeeper stunned. The evening air hangs heavy over Merrow. Only a little bit ago, the town endured a strong combination of relentless rain and an oppressive heat unlike anything most could remember. The streets have quieted since then, but an uneasy feeling still lingers. Windows are shuttered early, conversations in the streets are hushed, and the weather may have passed, but it definitely left the town a little on edge. And in a modest room at the Rusty Bucket, 4 companions have scarcely had time to settle in before the silence is broken, as the 4 of you hear running down the creaky corridor from 2 guards, their keys jingling on their waist. They appear at the doorway, weapons drawn, and the older of the pair lets out a weary sigh as his eyes fall on the innkeeper. He puts his sword down. The 4 of you simply relaxing in your room, and the innkeep Harold standing directly over you, Ringtail, as the older guard chimes in. Harold, what happened this time? As the old man points into the room with a trembling hand. I told you, the little fella, he vanquished. My hand went right through him, I swear. And the younger guard exchanges a glance with his partner. It must have been you standing over that hot stove all day. I know what I saw. And I know the weather's probably been making your head spin since this afternoon. As the room falls quiet for a moment, nobody quite wanting to pipe up, when finally the older guard looks past the innkeep into the room. Mind telling us your side of the story?
I mean,
Not
we've just
streaming,
been
but I'm
sitting
in a
here
call.
minding our business.
Yeah.
There is no story here to tell.
Yeah, no, I've got this. Yep.
See, we were just relaxing. Suddenly you hear a knock on the door. He comes in, and then he starts making accusations against us. I don't know what else to tell you, officer.
Yeah.
Likely story. He kind of takes a look at all of everything. Just kind of looks at the majority of you relaxing. Ringtail kind of sitting right in front of him, maybe looking a little concerned, and the lot of you having just seen his power, his talent, rather. Ringtail, go ahead and give me a charisma check.
Charisma. Okay. I got a 14.
Yeah, the guard seems to be quite content with your side of the story. Now, Harold, you can't just go into their rooms and grab at them or whatever you even say. I mean, you cannot just barge right in.
Well, I didn't exactly
In
just
his
barge.
defense, he did knock on the door. He did knock on the door.
Yeah.
Knock on the door.
Yeah, what he's... Wait, are you on my side or... Wait,
You can see, like, he just grabs his head in confusion, trying to figure this out. The younger guard steps into the room, just kind of looking around, making sure there's no concerns. It's quite cramped with all of you in there, and he doesn't exactly want to stay, so he kind of briefly looks around before, like, fully reholstering his weapon, and says, well, I think they're fine in here. I mean, they don't seem to be a threat.
Oh, you've never seen a raccoon before?
No, I've seen one. I've seen you folk. You're usually in the forest, but I guess you's a sophisticated type.
Oh, how about that?
Should we be concerned?
No.
I don't think you should be.
He shrugs his shoulders and says, Harold, how about we escort you back to the front, and we'll keep an eye on things around the place. Wow, he just went Australian there.
Totally Australian. That was
the most un.
I went made it ye old
From-
Australia, hey Dave.
Yeah.
No.
So he goes about. They go about their way, bringing Harold. He, like, you can see he's so confused after Ringtail quite literally phasing through his hands.
Poor guy running this in by himself. He's probably had a long day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Probably the effect of stress and tiredness
and the weather.
and the weather.
Yeah.
But for
Weather
now,
hasn't been
it seems the four of you are okay.
Have they left the room?
Yes, they have left, and the door is still open unless you
Okay,
intentionally. close it.
I'm just going to casually close it.
Okay.
Bolt it if I can reach the bolt.
Yeah, you're
And,
not that short.
Yeah. And with that, I'm just going to casually walk into the center of the room and go. I was really close. Now, you see, there's a reason I've been following you guys around, because I also have this weird thing that I just happen to be able to do and just randomly acquired. Listen, a while ago, I was just doing my normal business, scavenging, trying to find something valuable, and suddenly, like, a wall that was behind me, I guess the structure of it wasn't exactly the strongest. It just came teetering down on me, and at that point, I thought I was done for. It was too big for me to have gone out of. But then I just open my eyes and I see myself halfway buried through it, and just, I guess, this blue aura just around my body, and I'm like through the object, I guess. I don't know. It's been very wild. It's been very handy in a few instances, I will say. But it's not something I like to let people know, especially being that I'm already not of the typical variety of these sorts, if you understand.
You mean a raccoon?
Well, if you want to be racist about it, yes.
Listen, I'm not trying to be racist. I'm just trying to point out that you have the appearance of a raccoon. Simple as.
Yeah? And you look like a human with pointy ears, but you don't see me telling you that.
You mean an elf?
Details.
I mean, is noticing different races, is that racist?
Oh, I wouldn't say it is.
Oh, okay. And just making sure.
We like to call
Oh,
He's lagging.
an
oh no.
observation.
Oh no, he's lagging.
It's lagging hard.
Oh,
We got one syllable per sometimes.
we got one syllable per every 5 that he
I
said.
got one thing. Don't know why. So yeah, anyways, I can effectively phase through walls. I don't know how far I can push that, but I just learned 5 minutes ago it works with people, apparently. I've never tried that.
Oh, hold on.
Oh.
There we go.
Walk through the door, and I'm I'm visibly more interested now.
Hold
I
on.
could
Let's
probably get through
pause.
the door,
Let's
no
pause for a
problem.
moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pausing.
Let's pause while we fix skill it up.
Take two.
As,
Action.
as we were. Nico had just asked Ringtail question.
Can you phase through the door?
I bet I could. I didn't know I could phase through people, though.
That
Interesting.
definitely a new
Is
thing
it-
for me.
Is it any solid object that you can phase through?
Well, I know I've been able to at least phase through a solid wall before, and that was made of, I guess, stone, concrete, I don't know. And now apparently people, so I'm gonna guess that there's probably not that high of a limitation to it, but it's still exhausting to do, though. Like, going through a solid object still makes me really tired.
I'd imagine that you have to either have a fat nap or a fat meal after each time.
Yeah, speaking of which, I'm starving now. Can we, like, find something to eat? Do we have anything to work with here? I really don't want to go down to the kitchen and talk to Harold there.
Oh no, I'm with you on that one. I don't think we should do that
Mhm.
here.
Yeah. I think I saw a restaurant on the way to the inn.
There's an option.
Yeah. You saw a couple, I mean, in the few blocks that you walked, various types, or maybe not restaurants would be the proper term.
Well, whatever
I think it's
colloquial
options.
term. Places that have food.
Yeah.
Taverns.
Ye
Yeah.
old diner.
So there's
Tavern. There we
there's
go.
a tavern attached to the inn that you guys are at, which would be the kitchen that was just momentarily referred to. But there's also like food stalls where you could get various fresh local foods or just ingredients to make your own foods.
I say we go. How much money did I have again?
Great question.
Because I don't think I wrote that down. I'm looking through my stuff and I don't see that.
I have 1 gold.
My assumption is that I have like no money because the reason I gave for getting arrested at the very beginning was that I was taking food.
Fair enough.
I think I have 4 gold.
Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it. It's first page. I had 6.
6. All right. That'll be the update for you guys next session. I'll get you workable character sheets by then.
Yeah.
It'll be
Oh,
simple,
my
but they'll be
notebook.
character sheets.
My notebook.
I mean, you can still like use your own stuff, but something for it to be at least a consistent thing that you all can look at. Anyway, food.
Oh, is that a piece of metal that was in the sconce now cooled down enough to handle?
You can certainly try.
I'm just gonna gently try to get my hand close to it just to see if it's still hot.
Doesn't feel warm.
I'm going to pick it up.
All right. You have a piece of metal.
Excellent. Might want to hold on to this. Actually, you know what? We should probably forge this into something. See if we can find a smith.
I second that.
Mm-hmm. 3rd.
You know, I did lose my fork. I need a new fork.
If only you knew a guy.
If only I knew a guy.
So what does the party want to do?
Well, it looks like the consensus is food, so I'm going to guess that we're just going to go out to ye old McDonald's down the corner.
Okay. So you guys then all depart from the room, I take it?
Yes. Can we make sure we leave no evidence of our stuff behind?
You're just bringing everything with you, I assume.
Pretty much.
I mean,
Might as
this
well.
is your room, but yes, you also are like taking your things with you. Gotcha. So,
Else you can't carry gold with you.
yeah. So, as you guys head outside, once again, you guys hear the sounds of the market, various footsteps, all sorts of people around you, banners blowing in the wind, smells of fresh cooked meats and not so fresh seafood of various types. As you guys approach the central market area, which seems to be a lot of single stalls, some of them double wide, that are particularly larger. Perhaps trinkets, clothing, literature, all sorts of various stalls here. What is it in particular you might be looking for?
I don't know. I think we go with some sort of like seafood. You smell seafood. I don't. It doesn't smell great. That doesn't mean it's bad.
So the fish you're smelling are uncooked fish, presumably caught at a river not too far from the town.
Well, yeah, we're buying groceries, right?
Are we making food or are we buying food? Because
I thought we were buying food.
I thought we
No,
were
we're
buying
buying.
food.
I thought we were making food.
Buying it pre-made will be a bit more expensive, and seeing as most of you do not have very much money, that is your choice to make, but as long as you know that.
I think making food's gonna be our best alternative. Because it's gonna save us money in the long run.
True, true.
We also do not have a plan of what we're going to do after, so cooking would also give us time to think.
Yeah.
I mean, at the very least, if we can find like maybe a slab of beef or something and maybe some bread, that's probably all we need.
You're probably right.
So what I want you guys to do, take a moment to collectively do, I want you guys to each come up with, let's say 2 ingredients, and we'll see how successful you are at finding them. I will say the simpler each ingredient is, the more likely you are to find it, and the more complex or, interesting one might be a bit trickier. So just take the next moment to think of an item, and we'll kind of go across the lineup. And yeah, so Marsalis, you seem to be a bit of a culinary expert, or at least you've dabbled in the business of it in some capacity.
What can I say? My mother knows how to cook.
What 2 items do you think Marsalis would seek first?
Definitely definitely some sort of like fish or bread.
Okay, so those would be the 2 ingredients first you would look
Yeah.
for. Okay. So any particular fish, or just kind of any cheaper cut or a fancier sort of
What
thing?
do I know what fish are being sold to this market? Like, do I know what cheap is
There
gonna get
seems
me?
to
Do I
be
know what-
one stall that might have a couple of them. I mean,
Okay.
I kind of just gave you that one for free. I did tell you there were fish here, so you do find a couple of types of fish. And you're also looking for bread.
some kind of bread.
Go ahead and just give me a luck check, just a d20 roll.
Straight D20. That is an 18.
That is exactly what you needed to roll. The reason for it being so high is it is later in the day, and usually fresh bread goes out pretty fast. So you do manage to find the baker with a couple of pastries and small little things like pre-made things, as well as like a couple of bags of dough behind him, as well as some fresh baked bread from just moments ago that was actually delivered, as you see that there are just a couple of loaves left.
Okay. Is there anything like would I see anything that looks very like baguette-esque?
Yeah, almost exactly.
Okay. There's 4 of us. How much is one bread? Sir Venda keep.
Are you asking him?
I'm asking him.
All right. Oh, you are looking for the baguette, yes?
Yeah, one could call it that.
Yes, this is family heirloom. This is our favorite type of bread, and it is the best bread you will ever eat. I swear it on me mother's life.
I think the dude needs a cough drop.
It's gonna be
How
one
much,
gold.
1 gold?
Yes.
All right, I'll do that.
Bien. And he wraps up the baguette in like a nice little protective sleeve and hands it to you as you produce the gold coin.
Cool. Making a note that I'm down to 5.
Let me know if you enjoy it and come back soon.
Absolutely, I love this little market area.
Yes, it is good for business. Please don't ask why his accent keeps changing. I don't know either.
I feel like you're trying to go for French. That's cool.
It was a mixture of a couple there.
Maybe Vulcan.
Trying to go for French, but then he's hitting Australia.
We hit Italian. I think I hit Spanish a little bit,
Yeah,
and then Russian at the very end. It's fine. Anyway, you find your bread, your baguette.
Cool. Let's go grab some fish.
Yeah.
Wait, how close is the fish stall?
Not super close, as the baker probably doesn't want his bread smelling like fish.
Fair
But
enough.
you are able to find it relatively easily. Seems to be one of the mainstream options.
On my walk to the bread, can I just keep an eye out for some like fresh vegetables?
So we're gonna give everyone the chance to find 2.
Okay.
We'll say that you're like really looking for this fish. That way everyone gets the chance to go shopping.
Right on.
So yeah, you are able to find the stall selling fish. These seem to be 2 probably early 20s looking guys. They look very tanned, muscular, probably are fishermen themselves. And they've got a bunch of fish strewn all about, and it doesn't smell the freshest, but it looks edible.
I don't like the word looks. It feels like you're insinuating it's not. Alright. Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm just looking to get some fish here. What do you guys got for options?
Oh, Jared, they're here for the fish. Oh yeah, all right. And then one of them turns back around to you and says, we got redfish. We got bluefish. I got this one fish And over here we got these 2 fish. What do you want?
How big are the 2 fish?
The 2 fish special, it's 2 for 1 gold. And it's about yay big, and he holds his hands up, probably a little over a foot.
And I'm sorry, you said it was how much for the 2?
Yeah, it's the 2 fish special. It's 2 fish, 1 gold.
2 fish, 1 gold. All right, I can do that. I can swing that.
Yeah. It's the best price in town. You ain't gonna find cheaper fish.
Good to know. Good to know. I'll remember that for next time.
We like to keep our business here, so we work hard. You know, we catch them ourselves with our bare hands.
Hey,
Do
that's
you know
what
what kind of
that's
fish
what
you caught?
That's what I like to hear. I like to hear people are keeping their businesses legitimate.
Ah, yeah, it's a good strategy. As he'll go ahead and grab them off of the hook that they were airing off of, for a little bit, and he puts them just directly on the table, sliding them across, and says, "That'll be 1 gold, please."
All right, I'll hand him the 1 gold.
All right, you have yourself a fantastic day.
Hey, you use 2.
And you take your fish just in hands, as we will pan the camera over to Robert. What items are you looking for in this market?
The 2 particular items I'm looking for is some cut of venison, whether it be leg, chest, whatever, just some part of venison,
Sure.
along with cabbage.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for the venison.
Oh, that's going to be a 1.
Unfortunately, you're just like, you're looking at the meat stall that seems to have a lot of primarily meats, and you're really only noticing like pork, chicken, and beef primarily.
Mhm.
And then the cabbage, I will say, you are able to find that relatively easy with the mostly other vegetables, but there's actually, you notice that the vegetable stand is actually a bunch of them, a bunch of different veggie based stands all side by side, and you notice one is actually a cart of just cabbages.
I will walk up to this cabbage cart. Hail, merchant.
Hello.
How much for a cabbage?
1 cabbage, you say?
Yeah, just 1 cabbage.
He looks back at his cart, and you see he's only got a few left, and he says,
Tell you what, I'm looking to get rid of the 4 of these for 1 gold piece. How does that sound to you?
How big are the cabbages that are left?
they're still pretty reasonably sized. Like, you would see these as very healthy, good-looking cabbages.
Okay, so not wilted.
No.
You know what? That seems like a pretty good deal. I'll take it.
All right, go ahead and remove 1 gold and add 4 cabbages.
My cabbages.
Thank you for buying my cabbages.
You're welcome. I hope you sell more cabbages next time.
What was that, poet?
I was just gonna say, I just imagine a boulder randomly comes out of nowhere and just crushes the cart horribly.
As the camera pans over to you, Nico, what do you think Nico would be looking for without any gold in hand? But maybe he's not looking to buy groceries, or maybe he is. How do you think he would approach the situation?
I I would be wanting to, knowing that I got caught trying to swipe some stuff. How big is the town? Like, would it be an effort to go outside of town to try and like?
There's
find
not
mushrooms?
another town very nearby.
No, not another town, but like wild mushrooms.
Oh, okay. Like in the forest, perchance.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could definitely go scavenging. I'd say it takes you a little bit to get to the edge of town, but not like hours or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, you could certainly do that. So you go scavenging for like wild mushrooms, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and give me a knowledge check.
Okay. 11 plus
Plus 2.
1 is plus 2 is 13.
Okay.
Couldn't remember if it was a 1 or 2 for the
You're good.
selected.
So 13, yeah, you find a good. I'll say you probably spend like a half an hour looking for wild mushrooms, and you're able to round up a reasonable portion for maybe the 4 of you
Okay.
as like a side to your whatever dish you guys are making. Yeah, you are able to successfully find some wild mushrooms.
Nice.
And from outside of the village, the camera pans back to Ringtail. What's going on with you?
So, I know that as a raccoon folk, I'm probably not going to be well received by my lonesome purchasing most things. So, I'm going to go to the one vendor that's probably going to be the most likely to date me, which would be probably the woodsman salesman, as it were, or the hunter, as it were.
Okay. You go up to him?
Well, no, I was gonna go to like whatever stall is selling stuff that was hunted recently.
Okay, so probably. Okay. Go ahead and roll me a check for that. Just a flat luck roll on that one.
Okay.
That one might be a bit trickier to spot.
Does an 18 work?
Yeah. What sorts of things do you think said hunter would typically have at his stall?
Survival rations. Like beef jerky.
Okay.
Jerky.
Yeah. I think he's got a couple of those. Maybe a couple of hides as well. Usually for like, he calls them like artisan blanket material and such.
I will certainly pin that and file that away mentally for later. So I would like to purchase a few rations, as it were.
Sure. You see that each ration goes for 1 gold per piece. And a ration is good for 1 person. They're a bit pricier because it's like an all-in-one meal.
Right. So I think I have like what, 4 gold?
Yeah.
Last I checked. And there's 4 of us. And worst case scenario, I have 4 rations for 4 days, so I'm just gonna give him all 4 gold pieces for the 4 rations.
Okay. You slide the gold across the counter. He slides the rations stacked atop one another. Each of them weighing a couple pounds, so it's a little heavier, but I mean, you're not carrying a whole lot right now, so it's reasonable.
I did also lose my kettle helmet, so
Yes, that you did.
which I'm still sad about. I will never forget.
Oh.
Well, the four of you have found your lots. We'll say it takes you all in all a total of about an hour to go shopping, perusing the market, having your discussions, foraging, all the sort. Do you all reconvene at the inn?
Are we still welcome at the inn?
That's a
You haven't
good
been kicked
question.
out.
True. I guess we haven't been asked to check out.
Well, let me
Yeah, I
ask
guess we-
this question: is everyone comfortable with going back to the inn?
Robert, Nico, you guys cool with going back to the inn?
Yeah,
Let's go back to the inn.
I think the guard kind of settled things. I think we're okay.
All right, then I guess we go back.
Alrighty, I guess we're going back.
All right. So, you walk through the front doors, kind of peeking your head, Ringtail, to make sure that he's not very angry, and it actually seems like the front counter is empty.
How about that?
As you walk to your room, you guys are all able to make it back, and you see your 4 little sleeping cots on the floor and a couple of wall sconces and a door. And that's your room.
Gosh, Marsalis, what's that smell coming from you? What you got there?
I got some fish.
Got some fish.
Bad.
That's maybe we can help the place.
Well, not if we cook it. But that's what we got to figure out now is how to cook it.
Not really sure they're going to be too keen on us using their kitchen after what they observed. Although, no, we do that. We're going to draw attention.
No, we can't emotionally manipulate the man to cook the food for us.
I know, but it would be such a perfect opportunity, wouldn't it?
It would. It genuinely would. It'd be a great business opportunity to have a mobile kitchen. But we also don't want to roast half the town outside.
This is also true.
Hey, Nico, when you get those mushrooms, did you steal those from the market, or where did you get those?
No, I got these from. I got these from out in the forest.
Hold on a second. What kind of mushrooms are those?
Give me a knowledge check, Ringtail.
Oh boy, howdy. My dice has escaped to the floor. Beans. Alright. Take 2. That's a 12.
To your not so trained eye, but you've eaten your fair share of meals. These appear to be either portobello mushrooms, which are very common, or chanterelle mushrooms, which are also a good substitute. They look kind of like flower pots, but are generally known as edible. Maybe not the tastiest ones, but
good,
edible.
Good on you, kid. These seem to be the good ones, at least from my knowledge.
If you found them out in the woods, were there any good clearings where we could go set up like a fire or something?
Are there?
Night? Are there?
I'm asking you.
Okay. I believe I did see a clearing. Typically when you get mushrooms, though, you're getting them in like denser areas of the forest.
Right, but I figured if there was some clearing something out there along your way in. it'd be a nice, like, safe spot to start a fire so we don't, burn down the town that already wants to kill us.
I mean, yeah, I think I could take it back to the clearing that I saw.
Okay. What are the odds we could find some, like, some driftwood? Or, not, I guess not driftwood, but just
I mean, there's
Just
lots
down
of wood
lumber.
in the forest.
scrap stuff to make. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, then I say let's pack up this fish and let's get going.
That's a shame.
What's a shame?
Oh, we paid for this room, and now we're probably not going to use it.
No, we can. We just got to make food first.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just gotta cook.
All right. The lot of you walk once again through the lobby. You still don't see Harold at the front desk, and you actually see another group of people walk in. They seem to be a bit drunk and stumbling their way in. They kind of regard you. Very sloppy movements. And one of them like stumbles, barely catching his footing, and the other one points up at you four and says, can we get one room, please?"
Oh, sorry, boys, but we don't actually work here. We're guests as well.
Okay. Do you care if I sleep here?
Not my establishment.
It's not my
Yeah.
place to say yes or no, so do what you gotta do, my brother.
Do what you want.
Okay. Ugh. I'm gonna go throw up outside. Can you guys watch him? As he just stumbles off outside, leaving his friend, like, kind of slumped on the floor.
Listen, guys, I'm going to just say this. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Let's get going.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
But he asked us to. Okay.
I'm kind of with Nico on this one. Normally, I'd say not out of business. Let's go. But I mean,
All right, let's just at least make sure he gets back
Let's,
inside, I suppose.
do we have a way of securing our room? Does anyone have a key to the room?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we'll say you guys have had a key and you guys have locked it every time you came and went
Okay.
reasonably. As this guy just kind of lays there cold on the floor, definitely out. What are the four of you doing with all these ingredients in hand?
I guess we're just gonna kind of make sure this dude doesn't like die.
What are you
Like,
doing
he's
to
gonna die.
make sure he does not die?
Is he laying on his side or is he laying
He's
on
asleep.
his? Yeah, but
Yeah,
if
he's definitely
drunk-
on his side.
All right, if he's on his side, then we're good to go. As long as he doesn't roll onto his back.
Hmm.
Do the booths have like cushions or something? Are there booths in this establishment? Or is there just
This
like,
is the
wooden
front.
stools everywhere?
This is like the entrance to the inn, not the tavern.
I see. So, where's the tavern located?
On the other side of the building.
I see. And do they look like they just came from the tavern?
No, you could assume that they went around the building to get from
I
the
see.
tavern to the inn. There may be a
Well-
way that connects the two, but they just came in through the front door, and you would know the tavern to be on the opposite side. Think of it like a T shape as you come in from the bottom of the T, and it spreads out into the left wing and the right wing, and then presumably, since you know the tavern's on the other side, that it could connect, but that's yet to be seen. Is anyone like specifically looking at him, or you're all just kind of looking around?
We're kind of
talking to
yeah,
yourselves?
I'd be like looking at him.
Yeah,
Is he drowning in his own vomit?
he does not appear to be drowning in his own vomit. But Marsalis, give me a knowledge check right here. See if you spot something.
That's just a standard +1, isn't it?
+2, if you've got
+2?
the skill.
Yeah. That would make it a 12.
Okay.
I like that.
He looks just passed out, as far as you can tell. He kind of slumped over. You notice he never like said a word, and when his friend let him go, he kind of just thumped on the floor.
Huh.
Oh.
Can I check and see if he's breathing?
Yeah. What do you like? Do you put your hand over his mouth, or you're just observing his like
or nose?
chest?
Both.
Okay. Yeah. Easy enough. You put your hand over his mouth, and you don't feel anything, and you don't see his chest moving back and forth.
Guys, I don't think he's breathing.
I feel his neck. See if I can get a pulse.
Give me a knowledge check. See how accurate you're able to do that.
5.
You're like very frantically like reaching at / around his neck, putting your hand all over it, and you're like probably a bit nervous and scared.
Guys, I can't feel anything. Where's his pulse? Where do you feel for someone's pulse? What? How do you tell?
Okay. Hi, Nico, look at me. I smack him across the face. Listen, buddy. Gotta be okay.
What?
We're gonna figure this out.
How do you know it's
Okay.
gonna be okay? We don't know if he's alive.
Brother, we're gonna figure this out. It's gonna happen. Either we're gonna figure it out, we're not. It's one or the other. And you're not a loser, kid. We're gonna figure it out.
Just if
Anyway, this doesn't seem like a problem. Let's go.
And
we're just gonna.
while Ringtail is talking to Nico, I'm going to try to find his pulse as well.
Yeah. Go ahead and also give me a knowledge check.
Yeah. That's going to be a 10.
Yeah. With the previous information that you guys have gathered, not seeing him breathing, you having been intoxicated a few too many times yourself,
Yep.
you kind of have seen and checked other people passed out before. You don't feel a pulse. And you're pretty confident on that.
Well, gang,
Is
I got bad
anyone
news.
is anyone
Wait a
just
minute.
observing all of this among
wait
the
a
four
minute.
of you?
Where's this dude's friend? He just dropped him in here and he bolted, didn't he?
Yeah, I feel like that wasn't his friend, honestly.
Gosh dang it. All right.
It is at this time that the four of you look at your feet and notice a pool of blood starting to soak his brown tunic, that it is becoming like a maroon brown.
Oh my gosh, we can't even set him up. They'll make him look like he died in a specific spot. Okay. Oh boy, this is incriminating as all get out.
Yeah, he's dead. Sorry, gang. I think we just got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Bronco.
We have bloody feet. We're gonna leave footprints everywhere.
I thought it was just coming out of his tunic, not actually on our feet yet.
It's like near your feet. It is not quite on your
I am
shoes yet.
backing away from the
Yeah,
blood.
I
as
will
it is
also back
approaching.
away from it.
Okay.
All right. So, we got two options here. We can either bolt or we can report this.
If we report it, will we earn some favor with the guard? Like, we're already.
Guards already think
Brother,
we're normal people.
I don't trust them right
Yeah.
now. They could very well have planted this.
If we bolt, it's gonna look even more sketchy. I think we gotta do the right
Yeah,
thing here.
I think we report. Yeah.
All right, let's. Gosh dang it. Well,
And
you know what? I got
even
out of
with
jail
the
before. We
distrust-
can do it again.
Even with the distrust, the guard do not think that we're suspicious.
Right. All right. So, let's find a guard then. Report this as post haste.
Hmm.
All right. Which way do you guys exit?
What was the nearest entry point?
The front door, where you saw
Yeah.
his friend leave.
Yeah.
Did we look to see if the guy actually left or?
He walked out and around the corner when he said, "I'm gonna go puke."
Okay. I say if we do go out the front door, we should make sure that.
Wait a minute. I have an idea.
Okay,
Let's
listening.
open the front door and let's yell, "Guards! Guards! Help!" That'll get them over here. They'll have to come to us.
Yeah.
I don't trust going out that front door right now.
I'll default that decision to you.
All right. Ringtail starts walking out the door. Who is carrying this guy's body?
We're not touching his body.
We're not carrying.
Okay.
Carrying the body.
Okay,
That's you and me.
I'm
Touch
sorry,
the
I
body.
misheard. I thought you had said that. Okay, so you guys all walk out the front door and yell for help.
No, we open the front door. We don't walk out of it.
Okay,
And I'm going.
it's kind of like an
yell,
open saloon style door, where it's not really open or closed at any point.
Well, in that case, either way, I'm still gonna yell out, "Oda, guards, help! Someone's been hurt."
All right. Yeah, go ahead and give me a charisma check just to see how quickly you can muster up the spirit to do so, or draw their attention in, rather.
It's a 9.
Yeah, I mean, it's an easy enough check. Yeah, immediately you see the same guards as just an hour or so ago, running right over. Boy, what seems to be the problem?
Well, okay. So this dude's been hurt. We don't know what happened to him. We just came out of our room after getting back, and two dudes stumbled in, and this guy just dropped his friend here, and he's bleeding out. It seems.
Oi. Okay. Martin, go get the doctor. I will see if I can carry him out. And you see the younger guard who's with him will run off to the east, presumably to grab the doctor. Right, sir. He heads off, and the older guard walks in and sees just the pool of blood already. And he says, oh my goodness. He flips over the body to see a very small stab wound from his lower side. Definitely death by knife stabbing, or some sort of blade. He reaches for a pulse as well, and he goes, he's dead.
Oh,
Well,
no.
I will subtly think to myself, yeah, no telling that, Sherlock. Oh, he's dead. So now what?
as he looks at the four of you and says, How are the four of you always at the center? I mean, in the last day, you lot have come up 3 times.
That's a very good question. I have no answer for you.
I mean, the first time, sure, whatever. The second
First time I was drunk.
The second time, Harold, we get it. He's an old man. But I mean, 3 times in one day. I'm starting to believe this is not coincidence. I'm sorry, but the 4 of you are gonna need to come with us for questioning. And if you are innocent, then the system will prevail. And if you are not, the system will prevail.
Sorry there, Chief, but the system seems to not be working because we were all imprisoned unlawfully at the beginning of this day, so you tell us. I'll go with you, but I'm not going to trust a single thing you say.
Right now, the 4 of you are at the center of this.
Can I keep my cabbage?
Do you ask him that?
Yes, I ask him that.
Do any of us even have knives?
I had a fork.
That's still not a knife.
That's true, it's not a knife.
He looks at the 4 of you and says, You 4 will come with me when my recruit gets back. And we're gonna go to the local jail. You're going to answer it for all the questions we have. Do I make myself clear?
You do, but you didn't answer my question. Can I keep my cabbage?
Sure. It's
Can you
just
keep his cabbage?
It's just a damn cabbage.
Well, it's also just a dead body.
You're
Wow.
about to be a dead body in a second.
Let's not antagonize
That's
the
not very
man. This is already a tense enough situation, okay?
I'm sorry, I
Ringtail.
use humor to mask my stress.
Maybe you better pipe down, comedian. As the next, 2 minutes, as he's waiting for his other recruit to get back, are tense for him. He's kind of pacing. What are the 4 of you thinking and or saying to each other in this time? You guys, this is your chance to, externalize your thoughts as well.
Well, right now Ringtail is thinking, oh boy, we're going to be back in jail again. They do not trust us for the life of us. We don't trust them. Something is either got to make us trust. Either they're going to have to trust us, or we're going to have to not trust them at all and do something about that. So he's just thinking to himself, in what way can we diplomatically get out of this? Is that even possible at this point? And if they do get jailed again, the odds of them getting out this time are going to be significantly lower, especially with the suspicion that they already have of us. So he's thinking that the best route at this point might actually be just to bolt it at the nearest convenience. But he doesn't want to do that alone, because he knows that if he does that, he's going to leave these new guys he met who are also going through it, which also means letting go of the only possibility he's going to have of figuring out what the heck is going on with himself.
Yeah. I'm in the same boat of if we had bolted before, then it definitely would have made things look way worse.
Mhm.
We have evidence on our side. Or they have evidence on their side to not do that. But it's just a matter of again, like was said, will the system prevail?
I'm deliberating. Well, I'm thinking how how I'm like this is preventing me from actually going and looking for the person that that I've been looking for the last while, and that I'm very, very frustrated with these hangups.
How does...
Due to the high emotional turmoil and everything that I did earlier today with the anger and causing the tense heat and everything, I am very nonchalant. I'm kind of at my like emotional limit today. So with all of this, the only thought that is going inside Robert's head is, I know that I'm innocent. I know that our story holds up. There's no incriminating evidence. There's no knife, no nothing like that. I will oblige them and give the answer as truthfully as I can. Just very nonchalantly. Matter of factly.
Does anyone's talents seem to be acting up at all? Not trying to stoke any flames, but just curious.
Can't help but notice it does look like rain.
Does it look like rain, Robert?
A little bit of rain.
Yeah. Some...
Little bit of anxiety, but not much.
Okay. Just a very slight...
drizzle.
Little drizzle over the town. Maybe a sun shower, perchance.
Yeah.
Understood.
Is it raining without clouds?
Yeah.
Sun shower.
No, but like there's no clouds in the sky and yet there's rain falling.
I mean, it's not like a cloudless day, but it's not like gray skies and rainy. It's like some slight clouds and rainy now. With that,
I think I'm gonna like kind of like try to grab Robert by the shoulders, but listen, buddy, we're gonna be okay. Everything's gonna be fine. There's no need to be worried about anything. This is just gonna make us look more incriminating. So I just need you to chill out a little bit, okay, buddy?
I know, and that's what I'm trying to do.
What if
as he's trying to comfort me, I tear off a leaf of the cabbage and start eating it, which seems to help calm my nerves down a little bit.
okay, sure. That's a very creative use. I will allow it, as the rain suddenly had started moments ago, stopped within a minute. As the younger guard returns with a doctor, the older guard chimes in. "Oi, we're gonna take them to the station for questioning. You could send the doctor on his way." As the doctor looks a bit disappointed, kind of taking a look at the person and just walking out of the door, defeated, shaking his head. And the younger guard and the older guard stand on either side of you all and say, "We'll need you to put these on," as they both hold up handcuffs. "Now, since we only have 2 sets, we're gonna handcuff you to one another."
When they try to handcuff me, does my hand just slip out because it's so small?
That's a great question. They notice that and instead put it around your waist. and attach you to Robert. His hand.
That's unfortunate.
Fair enough.
I'm
gotta be a
used to
big
critters
manticle.
like this. I'm a wood elf.
What was that?
I'm used to critters like this. It's not unfortunate. I'm a wood elf. I've seen plenty of this kind of around in the woods.
Okay. So the two of you are attached. Ringtail, actually, we'll say they attached you to Robert's leg, so that way you're able to still walk. And Robert, you're still able to maintain that. But
Yeah.
the two of you notice that your movement is quite restricted to one another, as well as Marsalis and Nico. Marsalis is quite a bit taller than you. So
my arm is like
you're raising your arm a
shoulder.
little bit.
Yeah.
He's like lowering his arm a little bit. As the two of you are also handcuffed in. And they escort you through the streets, down the few blocks that you guys previously came from the jail, and they bring you into 4 separate interrogation rooms, where I am gonna pull the 4 of you into one-on-one interrogations, as they'll pull Ringtail first into a cell aside from everyone.
I take it the dungeon's downstairs, isn't it?
Yes, you do hear a random scream from downstairs. Yes, for the next moment, they pull you aside, pull you into the room. There's nothing in the room whatsoever where they walk you into, and after a few minutes, seems to be a more superior guard walks in and says, "Why are you here?" You've definitely not seen this guy before.
Well, I believe I am suspect in what seems to be a murder. That is my understanding. I will give you the rundown from last time the 2 God's gentlemen encountered us earlier today in the inn. Since then, me and my companions had decided to go and get some food, so we decided to go shopping in the market. As late as it was, we were able to find a few bits of rub to take back to the inn to hopefully cook for tonight. And when we got back, we got in and then decided maybe we could probably all go and, find a way to cook the fish that we got. And unfortunately, as we were making our way down, 2 guys stumbled into the inn from the front entrance, and they both seemed to be drunk, or at least one individual did. He was carrying the deceased individual in question. As from what I understand, he had said he had asked us if they could get a room. I don't know if that's because he was drunk or what, to dispose of, I guess, his friend. And we had said we don't work here, we're just on our way out. And he asked us if we could watch over him in that case until, I guess, the innkeep, what was his name, Harold had returned. So we decided to be...
What did
Sorry?
the gentleman with his friend, the one that you claim was the one who murdered him, what did he look like?
Would I remember this information?
Give your best depiction of what you think he looked like.
Well, he was about the same height as the individual in question who was murdered. He looks scraggly, about the same clothing and attire as his compatriot. Honestly, yeah, I wasn't really paying that much attention to his appearance because I was honestly just trying to get out the door, but my compadres and companions decided to stop, so Of course, I turned around and tried to figure out what the heck the commotion was about. And then, of course, he, I think the only good look I got of him was maybe he had a bit of scruffy blonde hair, but that's probably it. He looked he looked drunk from what I could tell.
And was
Like,
he
had certainly
was he
hit the bar.
skinny or big?
I'd say somewhere in the median at that. He was well built, but he wasn't no string bean either. He was certainly strong enough to carry his buddy into the inn.
I see. I see. Well, I appreciate your side of the story. We'll see if it lines up with everyone else.
Of course.
And they'll bring you out through the hallway into a holding cell where you are still separate from everyone. But I will put you back in there.
Take
That are expensive.
When suddenly
Oh, it's a dungeon again.
the door
Oh, no.
opens up and they point to you, Robert, and say, "Oi, you're next."
Fare
Hey.
thee well, gang.
And they grab Robert, take him. As the dungeon downstairs
Ooh.
has screaming.
Mm-hmm.
"Oi,
It's so dungeony down here.
why are you in my cell?" This is a guard that you've not seen before.
Well, because I was clearly thrown in here. As to why I was thrown in here, well, there's a weird thing that's been going about. Me and my buddies who are upstairs, and the one who was just in here, we were leaving our room at the inn to go and cook some food. As we were leaving, these two men come in, and one of them very clearly drunk. The one who is not drunk says to us, "Watch him, I'm gonna go get some help." Okay? So, we watch him, and we lay him down on his side because being drunk, I know from experience that you can throw up, ain't gonna be good. So we lay him down on his side.
You're
so that way
saying
if
you're
he
a
does throw
drunk.
up- I'm not drunk. I have experience being drunk.
So you have a history of being drunk, in it.
At times, not recently though.
Interesting story. We'll see if that holds into account.
Mm-hmm.
And
And
how
so-
would you describe the individual who came through the doors? What did he look like? The
Well,
one
the
carrying
one who
his
had-
body.
The one carrying his body and had presumably left.
That
Leaving
one.
us to watch over him. That one? Okay. He was wearing kind of a overall dark outfit. I would describe him as not grizzled, but almost grizzled of a man.
I see.
But grizzled in a kind of upscale, like he knew what he was about, kind of sense. And when he came in, I didn't see anything wrong with him. I had no reason to be alert of him or to think that he was a ne'er-do-well.
I see. And, you say he went to go find help. That's not what
That is what I recall him saying.
That's not what our story says. Interesting. You see him, like, frantically writing notes, and he says, "We're gonna hold
As he's
you."
writing notes, I'm eating some of the cabbage.
I see. Well, we're gonna hold you in contempt for the time being.
Yeah,
With
figure.
your history as well as your story not quite lining up with the others. We'll see where it goes from there, as he will bring
Indeed,
you
we shall.
into your own private cell, walking past the cell of the others.
Yeah, they're just going ham in that dungeon.
I know. As next he'll point to you, Nico, and says, "You, with me,"
What? Okay.
leaving only Marsalis in the room by himself.
Hi.
Why are you in my cell?
Because you brought me here?
Young boy, there is something you ought to understand about this world, is that those who end up in the cell don't leave the cell. Earlier today, you left the cell.
You guys released us?
Yes, what I'm trying to say is that we released you and you're here again.
Well, yeah,
It's,
not by choice.
well, it is your choice whom the life you take or don't take, so I guess it is your choice.
Well, I mean, we didn't take the guy's life. Like he just collapsed in front of us. That this other guy brought him in
And what did
And-
this other guy look like?
how accurately do I remember the description? Can I relate it to him?
What do you think he looked like?
I think he looked like he was okay. All right. I don't remember very well. I just know that he was complaining of a headache and he said he had to go puke, and I was kind of just really concerned. Like I don't usually look at people in the eyes. Like
Now, boy, you're wasting my time. What did he look like? As he, like, stands over the table, furious now, smacking his fist on it.
I don't know.
Unbelievable. I mean, you say you didn't kill him, and you don't even know what the other man looked like that you're claiming did kill him.
Well,
What are you even good for, boy?
I don't know.
Kids. As he will get in your face, like eye level, maybe a few inches from your face, and he says,
I am actively like leaning back, looking away from him, refusing to look him in the eye because I'm nervous.
yeah. He like gets as close to you as possible. If you don't look at him, he's gonna keep saying, "Look at me. Look at me." And he'll put his hand on your chin to try and turn your face towards him. Look at me.
I
Try to resist, or
yeah, my anxiety is not
Okay.
is not letting me.
he will then throw
acquiesce.
the table to the side, now like directly in your face.
In response to that, I kind of curl up fetally, and with that, my shadows begin to envelop me.
Okay. Oh, what's this? What?
I told you I don't. I told you I don't know. I didn't look at him. I don't look at people.
What did he look like?
I don't know.
He yells at you one more time, and as you cry out, the light in the room completely goes out as the flame is extinguished.
I don't.
Outside of Nico,
Okay.
for a moment,
Yeah.
what would if something else were to interact here, what would that thing or person do to get this man to stop? Outside of what Nico would do, what would this sort of thing do?
Like, as if this was like an entity? Is that kind of the
Yeah,
question?
or another person or what have you. Like if something else were to step in, what would it try to do to prevent this from happening?
It would it would attempt to repel and smother this guy's face kind of at the same time, as if
Yeah, like shoving him back.
Shoving him back, the shadows almost as if they're tendrils, like are forcing their way inside his nose and mouth so that he can't speak, and pushing him back.
Yeah. Exactly as you've described. Your shadow still enveloping you as you go into a ball of panic. You hear him. As you hear.
I said, I don't know. And I'm starting to, like,
as you
try
say
and
the
get some
word no,
courage.
you just hear a squelch as the room goes dead quiet.
Do you believe me now? I didn't see him.
Do you open your eyes?
No.
The room is silent.
Can I go now? I just want to go. I just want to go. I try and stand up.
Yeah, you stand up. Are you looking for anything or trying to find the door?
Yeah, trying to find the door. Do I remember which wall the door was? Because it's still dark. I'm assuming I can't see very well.
I mean, there would be natural light.
Oh, how much natural light is there?
I mean,
I forgot that it's still kind of.
You do open your eyes looking at the ceiling. I mean, it's dark, but it's like not pitch black in the room anymore. In fact, as you look up at the ceiling, you see a dripping coming from it. You first think to yourself that maybe like it's raining or something, but there's no rain from outside hitting the roof. And you get a better look at it and you see a drop of blood fall from the ceiling and hit the ground. And as you look to see where it hits, you look down at a squish of mess and human remains.
But how? Oh no.
As the room is pretty much covered in this red liquid and mist and
Oh my god.
bones on the floor.
And there's no one else in the room, right? It's
There's
just
no
me
one else in the
and
room.
this mess.
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh no. Oh. Did. How? Was that me? I begin to like frantically look around the room.
I imagine
a door,
thoughts
a
are
window.
going a million miles an hour right now.
Absolutely. Like trying to figure out How? Why?
Yeah. You've never used your power in this capacity, or even remotely close to this level.
No, I very much try and remain inconspicuous, out of sight.
Right.
Do not garner attention.
Yeah. As thoughts
And-
are racing in your mind, you look for a door, a window. You know the door that you came in, and you see on his body are the clothing that he, well, what was his body is the clothing he was wearing, and you can see a set of keys on his belt loop.
I grab the keys.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm sorry. And I just take the keys off.
The remains lie there with no response.
Okay. Is there bars on the window? Like, are we?
There's no window.
Is that-
It's just a door.
Where's the daylight coming from then?
Through cracks in the ceiling?
Okay. All right. We'll
Sure.
go with that. That's fine. Okay. I go to the door and just try to open it.
Yeah. You unlock it with the keys.
Okay.
You peek your eyes through, looking down the hallway. You know the direction you would come from. You don't see anyone down the corridor on either end, but you do see the cells that that the rest of your party was put into, as well as the one that you had originally come from, just down the hall.
Okay. I'm checking the hall. Is there any other, like, sounds or footsteps or?
No, not at the moment, no.
Okay. I exit the room and lock it behind me.
Okay. You look down at your feet, and you now realize you are definitely almost head to toe covered in like a splatter of blood, especially on your face. You like wipe it out of your eyes, trying not to cry.
Real quick though, wouldn't my face have been relatively clean if I was like burying and trying to hide?
We'll say you don't know why, but you have a lot of blood on you.
Okay.
It felt like an instant thing. You did not have time to perceive it. Only what you remember from it.
Okay. Shoes.
What about them?
I assume I'm wearing some, correct?
Yeah. You're wearing what
Okay.
you were previously.
Okay. I could. Yeah, okay. I slip off my shoes and try and tie them to my waist belt or whatever I have to
Sure. Yeah.
hang stuff on. And then I walk down the hall to the toward where the rest of the group would be.
So everyone was split off. So you were the third person who was put into the room. So you know that Poet's character Ringtail, as well as Timmy's character Robert, were both put in cells that you had seen. You passed by them on the way to this room. So the two doors to your right are their cells where they were put, and Marsalis is still he would be 3 doors to the left, still down that same hallway. So 3 doors down on the right, but he's across. So in total, they're all on that same side of the hallway. You would pass first by Robert's room.
Okay, yeah, let's go to Robert's room and try and
Yeah.
interact with him.
I'll let this now play out in front of everyone because I think this will
Okay.
be more fun.
Okay.
As Nico, your heart is racing still. Robert, in front of the cell that you are in stands Nico, covered head to toe in a mist of blood.
Oh,
And he is holding
Frick.
a set of keys. As he is, I imagine, frantically.
We gotta go.
Kid, what did you do?
Nico, what?
Either you come and I rescue you now, or you stay here and don't associate with me and I just run. But I'm going, and I give the choice is yours.
Nico, you've already got your keys in the door as you're saying this. You're
Yeah.
frantically.
Yeah, and hands are shaking. They're juggling keys, trying to shove a key in. Is it working? No, I'm grabbing another one. The keys slip out of my hand and fall, and I go to pick them up again because my hands are slick.
Kid, what happened?
You're not
do
there
yet,
yet,
kid?
Ringtail.
Oh wait.
You can't see. Only Robert can see this at the moment.
What happened in there? What did you do?
I don't really know. He was so mean and aggressive, and I just wanted him to stop and leave me alone. I tried to tell him I didn't see the guy.
I'll say.
Am I still kind of dark to the eye? Do I appear as if I'm being wrapped?
You look like you're there's almost like someone put a darkened filter over you. There's
Okay, yeah,
definitely some darkness
Yes,
over you.
and this is the same description as when I demonstrated my power to Ringtail, and when I panicked, it's the same kind of filter.
Yeah.
It's the same appearance.
Okay.
Yep. As you are able to take a moment after trying a handful of times, you are able to unlock the door.
All right, I got it. Okay. What's your choice?
Well, after whatever it is you did in there to the guardsman, I have no other choice than to follow you. I am not sticking around here.
Oh, okay, then I'm gonna offer it to the other two, so we need to hurry. And I begin to turn around and walk toward the next room.
Yeah, you go right over to Ringtail's, just probably about 15 feet away. Ringtail, you heard some sort of commotion, but you didn't quite catch the conversation. Once again, appearing before you is Nico, this sort of shroud or shadow in front of him, this sort of filter, and his face just covered in a misting of blood, as well as his head to toe. He's coated.
Okay, Mr. Raccoon,
Kid,
I'm
what
gonna
the heck
offer
happened?
I
You are covered in blood.
I'm gonna make the same offer I made Robert. I really don't know what happened. I just wanted him to stop and
Kid, did you kill the guy? Is he dead?
He's definitely dead.
I'll say
Okay.
as he's recounting this information internally, as he says the word dead, like he just gets darker and darker, like almost fully enveloped to where you cannot make out his facial features.
And I. So I'm again fumbling with the keys, trying to find the right key because there's a different key to the cell, I'm assuming. And as I'm like giving the description, I'm gonna let you out because you've been nice to me, and either we can you can leave with me. I have to go. I have to leave. And either you can leave with me or not associate with me, not be with me. Just let me go, and that'll be that. But and I get the door open.
As you hear the door open in front of you, Ringtail, you're taking a moment to just process this. Robert is following behind Nico as well.
If you see Ringtail as like Robert peers in, you notice like all of his hair's on end. He looks terrified. Kid,
Okay.
I don't know what. Gosh damn it! All right, let's get out of here. We'll deal with this later.
Okay, I'm gonna we gotta get. I'm gonna release.
Give me that. I'm gonna take those keys and walk over to his cell myself.
Yeah.
You're gonna walk over to Marsalis.
Marsalis' cell. Open the door and be like, "All right, things have gone from bad to oh dear. Let's get out of here, Marsalis. Come on, let's go."
Wait, what do you mean? What's going on?
If you'll look to your left as you exit, you will find all the answers you need. Anyways.
You walk out the door seeing... Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say exactly what you're saying. You see me covered in... I look like Carrie.
Do I see everybody else? Do I see the rest of the party?
Yep, you do.
Okay. You know what? I don't even want to know. Let's just go.
Good idea. Let's just go.
As the four of you are now in the middle of this corridor, you see a door that you came in from, presumably the main entrance of the jail. And on the other end, you see a door briefly labeled lounge.
I think we keep going. I don't think we go in there. I feel like there's going to be more guards in there.
I mean, yeah, that sounds reasonable.
I am still pretty panicky, pretty shaken.
Before we go through the door, can I at least like take a bit of a peek to see like what's on the other side of the door?
Sure. I'll say as you like kind of scurry over there real quick, real quiet, you kind of press your ear to the door as you also look under. Seems to be some sort of like maybe sleeping quarters of sorts. Doesn't seem that there are any guards inside. There's no conversations. If they are in there, there's nobody awake in there.
About what time is it today?
About 8 p.m.
8 p.m. Okay, so maybe so the day shift are probably not fully gone to bed yet.
So, what are we doing? Are we going in or are we going out?
Well, I think Ringtail's trying to...
It doesn't sound like anyone's on the other side of this door, so we're just gonna have to go through here. I do not trust the lounge. That sounds like a bad idea. I would imagine everyone's going there, especially at the time of day.
That's where you are listening into, is the lounge.
Oh, Oh, so there's only one way through here then, is through the lounge.
The lounge is what you're listening to, and the entrance is where you guys came in from. That's on the further end of the hall.
Okay.
Right. So lounge is clear. Does that mean there's people up front?
I mean, it's the jailhouse with the guards. I'd imagine they're going to be there one way or another. We're probably going to have to get out here either very quietly through an alternative means, or very loudly through the front door.
Mm-hmm. There is not an easy way out of this.
I cannot express to you how much it would be beneficial to get out of here as quietly as possible.
Is there a window nearby?
Not in this hallway, no.
Then we're going to the lounge.
Also, I will say, with everything that has gone on, Robert is feeling incredibly much more anxious than he was going into this. So the rain has picked back up outside, and it is not a light rain.
Yeah. Good to know.
I'm still pretty dark and shaded, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Party seems to have a level of anxiousness to it now. So which direction did we decide on?
Sounds like we were going into the lounge.
Okay. Yeah. Ringtail, I'm assuming you with the keys are checking the doors and such.
Correct.
Okay. As you very quietly first check the handle, as someone who's messed around with a door or two in your day, you know that checking the door is better than putting a key in a unlocked door. As you open the door, very quietly, kind of peeking in through. Doesn't seem to be anyone that you can see in here. Seems to be just an empty lounge, a couple of beds lining each wall. And as far as you can tell, there's nobody in here. A single candle barely illuminating the room.
Is there a window that I see from my vantage point?
Yeah, in the back of the room, there seems to be a window that leads out to the main street.
Okay. I'm going to cautiously look around, make sure that there's absolutely not a soul in this room as I slowly exit into the room.
Do you think that there's someone in here?
Possibility is never zero. So I'm still going to be on high alert.
Okay. We'll say the four of you slowly proceed. Nico, you feel your heart is just beating out of your chest.
Yeah.
You are really scared about getting caught and wanting to move faster than you currently are. Your mind is thinking about thousands of possibilities. Your mind wonders, am I ever going to see my sister again? Your mind wonders, what's going to happen? What's going to happen to that guy's family? Are they going to catch me? And just anxious thoughts definitely start to come to mind as you start breathing shallower and shallower. Marsalis, you're standing behind him as you see him just kind of like going from light to dark to light to dark, like not quite like strobe light levels, but
kid, I don't know what you're doing, but this whole pulsating thing kind of freaking me out a little bit, not gonna lie.
I didn't want to do anything. I didn't mean to do anything.
Ringtail is going to completely 180 as he starts trying to talk and basically go, kid, you gotta shut that out of your head right now. This is not gonna be the time to worry about the emotions of this. This is the time for action. We gotta survive here. I need you to focus and stay with us, all right?
Okay. All right, and then I look around the room. I see the window. I see the candle. I begin. Is the window like? Is it a glass pane window? Is it?
It looks to be like a window with a latch. So yeah, like typical glass. Probably one of the more fancy windows. So that way, if they needed to use this as an exit, they can. Seems to latch open through to the main street.
Okay. Okay. Let's go out the window, and I will. I'll cover the window in shadow so no one can see us as we leave, and then we'll have Ringtail. You'll go first because you are small enough. You won't make any noise going through the window, and I'll be the last so that I can hold the shadow on the window and keep it dim, and we'll move out like that. Who is the big one? Is that Marsalis?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is the dimensions for Marsalis versus this window?
It's a pretty big window. Like, this is actually more like a double-use window emergency door. I think Marsalis would be able to fit through if he squeezed himself.
So, the order in which we're gonna go out is gonna be Ringtail. You're gonna be the scout. You're gonna see if anyone's in the alley. You're gonna give us a signal, and then Marsalis, you're gonna be second, just in case there is something going out there. And then Robert, you're gonna be third, and then I'll follow up behind, and we'll get out of here. And who's causing the rain? Is it Robert?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Robert, I need you to make it rain harder. We have to cover our footprints. We have to cover any scent, any possibility of us getting out of here clean. It has to be a wall of water coming down.
Okay, I can try.
And as I'm kind of like directing all of this, you guys can tell my demeanor has shifted to be more of a little bit courageous, and so the erratic pulsating nature of the dim shadow over me has stabilized, but now I'm pretty much solidly covered to where you guys can just barely make out my features. I essentially look like a walking shadow.
But
All right, let's
he
keep
looks
moving.
much more in control, notably.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to communicate.
Yeah, you're good.
And I will say that with you having told that to Robert to make it more rainy and everything, it made Robert much more anxious, but that's also due to the fear of not being able to make it rainy enough kind of thing.
Okay.
So it is combination of the fear of that, but also the
anxiety of
at
not
hand.
being able to do it is actually succeeding in making it happen.
Yeah.
Robert,
Yeah.
I want you to tell me about a time that your character fell short. Like a big time where you were expected to do something and you didn't.
Mm-hmm. And with the fear of failure of not being able to create enough rain, Robert is being thrown back into his memories of when he was a small child, and that his parents, while they were still around and before they had disappeared, that there was a festival going on, and they had been beforehand praising me up, raising me up, as though I would be able to win the competitions at said festival easy-handedly. And time after time, competition after competition, I just kept failing. And after each competition, the fear of failing just got worse and worse each time. That I had to stand up to what they expected me to do.
Okay. As you recall this story, you remember that you had failed very hard that day. And the fear of not being able to produce enough rain, coincidentally, allows you to produce a very slight thunderstorm. As the rain continues to pick up more and more into the night, you definitely feel that you have enough cover as far as you're probably pushing people off of the streets to go inside for the evening. There's very likely going to be less people out.
With the noticeable increase in rain, I look at Ringtail and signal, okay, now go.
All right.
And I kind of I put my hands out, and Shadow travels from the ground up over the wall, covering the window entirely to where it now just looks like a black curtain.
Mm-hmm.
And the window moves up or to the side, or however the window opens.
Sure. Yeah, giving you a shadow to step through.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Ringtail's gonna step up through the shadowed window and take a look. Try not to fall all on his face out into the street.
Yeah.
And he's gonna just keep a very sharp eye. Be like, are there guards patrolling? Are they coming
Real
this
quick,
way?
what do you think Ringtail feels as he goes through Nico's
He
self-made
feels
shadow?
He feels whatever is the suppressed feeling of anxiety and fear that Nico is going through. That's every single thing he's feeling as he's going through this right now. Whatever dread has occurred that he's currently suppressing by putting on a brave face, that's what he's feeling right this second, and he hates it.
So he's on like high alert as soon as he goes out the window.
Like his hair is on every possible end.
And remind me, what is he searching for outside of the window?
He's searching one for a way down. If this
You guys
is the
are on
second
ground
floor.
level.
Ground level? In that case, he's just going to keep an eye out for guard patrols and see if there's anyone walking this way. He's going to take a look and see if there is a feasible route that might allow us to slip far away from where you would suspect guards would usually travel, such as the main roads.
Yeah, you're definitely in a back alley somewhere. In fact, this is kind of the middle point of the alley, so you've got two directions, left or right, both of them going off for at least 50 or so feet before they hit one of the main roads. So Ringtail steps through and keeps lookout.
Yeah, I'm going to see if it's clear, and I'm going to beckon everyone else to come through.
You just see a little paw waving you through the black curtain.
I guess I'm next.
Please hurry. I'm so tired.
All right. I'm gonna tally ho, I guess.
Yeah. What do you think Marsalis feels going through this black curtain?
Keeping in mind that you don't know what Ringtail felt.
Mm-hmm.
I would say there's like this drop feeling in his gut. Like, what have I gotten myself into?
Sure.
I should have changed decisions I made because I got myself into this and I could have stayed out of it.
So regret?
Yeah.
Okay. Good to know. And Robert, I presume you're next.
Yep.
Actually, I'm sorry. Marsalis, what are you helping keep lookout on the other side? What in particular are you doing to be proactive, or are you just taking a moment for yourself?
I'll be aware, but I'll be kind of like 50% like present.
Sure. You see that Ringtail's more focused.
Yeah, Ringtail's alert. I'm through the window, but it's more like, oh man, what's gonna happen after? Where do we go after this? We're out, but now where?
Yeah. Okay. Robert.
Yeah.
You see Marsalis fully step through?
As Marsalis fully steps through, I am doing my best to. I am ignoring all of the weather around me. It does not exist to my mind.
Sure.
Which is how much I'm in my own head.
Sure.
And despite that, I am trying to keep an eye out for anybody who seems like they might potentially notice us, despite all of the weather that is going on right now.
Yeah. So right now, your only view is the inside of the window.
Yeah.
You're currently still inside, so you're saying you're looking around like in the room.
Yeah. Kind of like schizo posting, essentially.
Okay. Sure.
Like, just for whatever reason, I have the uneasy feeling that somebody's looking at me.
Yeah.
Whether it is real or not. And so I keep looking around with that while recollecting all of the memories that cause anxiety and fear of failure.
Yeah.
As Marsalis,
I was going to say,
and
as
as-
that comes through, the thunder starts to pick up a little bit.
Mhm. And as Marsalis goes in front of me, I try to keep as much of a count as I can in my head of just how long it's been since he stepped forward for me to
Sure.
go out as well.
Sure. We'll say it's about 10, 15 seconds between
Yeah.
each.
Mhm.
Robert, go. It's your turn. And I'm starting to
You're starting to get
like
fatigued.
my hands are I'm very getting fatigued. My arms are shaking.
Yeah. And with Nico encouraging me on,
Yeah.
I willingly go through, but it also makes me wonder if I'm still not doing enough in terms of the weather. So it gets a little bit worse.
Sure. I mean, we're definitely at like very thick levels of rain. I mean, Ringtail, you're getting soaked right now. Marsalis,
Yeah,
your
I get
suit
hard.
is not in pristine condition at the moment.
I'm so sorry, Ringtail. You're going to have so many matted fur.
Worry
It's
about that
fine.
later.
What about my suit?
All right, we gotta get out of town.
As
There's
the
no
three of
point in
you are
staying
now
anymore.
through the window.
I wait 5 seconds,
Yep.
and then I proceed through the window. Finally, needing to drop the curtain of shadow, and I climb out the window. But as I do, I am so fatigued that I slump onto the ground.
Yeah. Nico, you sit there just kind of in a puddle of rain for a moment as you just kind of look up at the night sky. Clouds and darkness, occasional starlight here and there.
Isn't it raining?
Yeah. And thunder.
Huh.
Mhm.
Never said there were clouds, or thorough, thick clouds. Just because it's raining doesn't mean there's clouds.
Rain without clouds.
You look up to the sky and you see the stars and the moon for a moment, and you take a second to think about your sister in the cheery light that she produced in your life. And you remember back to a moment, and it calms you enough to, as uncomfortable as it is, fall asleep peaceably in the rain.
Mhm.
As the three of you, Marsalis, Robert, and Ringtail, now see Nico knocked out cold.
Well, this is new. Marsalis, how strong are you?
Average.
All right, we gotta get this kid out of here. Come on.
Ah,
Let's
crap.
go.
All right.
Marsalis and I should be able to handle him.
All right, let's get out of here. We gotta move fast. They're gonna be on us any second.
All right, left or right?
I want to roll for this actually.
Okay.
We are going left.
Okay.
Mhm.
You go left. At this left junction, you really don't see very many people outside. I mean, it is pouring rain. You definitely see lanterns extinguished. It's quite dark for the time of night that it would normally be. People not wanting to waste their fuel. Very few, far and few between. You don't immediately see any guards anywhere. You know that if you took another left, it would bring you back to the front of the building. So do you go left, right, or straight?
Probably going to go straight because that will be further away from the building.
I'm assuming everyone follows, unless...
I agree with I agree with this.
Mhm.
All right. You go straight through the intersection, not wanting to create some distance between you and the building, and you just keep looking over your shoulder. There's nobody behind you, but you feel like you know something is wrong. Once again, at another intersection, do you continue left, right, or straight?
At this point, I would probably go right. As a zigzag pattern through the city is going to be a little harder to chase down.
I'm with you.
Okay. As you're approaching the intersection, you see some of the merchants very quickly moving through the streets, trying to get their carts out of the poor weather. And you see the cabbage cart from earlier. Do you intervene at all? Do you let him go past and try and stay out of the way? Do you do something else?
I would say just let him get by as quickly as he can.
Let him go. The less attention we draw, the better.
Right.
Mhm.
Sure. All right. You see him passing on through, mostly keeping to himself. He's not really too concerned with anyone else.
Oh, okay. Did you guys go to like food or something?
So, you allow the cabbage cart to go on by, the man selling the cabbages. From there, you see him go left. Do you go left, right, or straight?
At that point, I would be
See
going
it.
straight.
I say we see him go left. Yeah, we don't tail the cabbage man.
Yeah, you see him go from right to left. He doesn't seem to notice you as he's focused on probably getting home. So you guys go straight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll say you see one more intersection. This time, you see a couple of guards standing on one of the corners under the roof of one of the buildings, just barely out of the rain. They seem to be watching the intersection, but you see them from a good bit away. Do you proceed through the intersection? Do you turn around or something else?
Can I make an observation?
What would you like to observe?
Can I tell how wet the guards are?
They seem to be a little bit wet and probably standing out of the rain on purpose.
Okay. I think if we don't run past them and we just walk, I think we'll be good, because I don't think these guys know about anything that went down.
But whether they know whether they know that or not, we still want to make sure they don't know what direction we're going and how long ago. We gotta head back and go the other way.
Do you want to head back?
No, but what other options do we got right now?
I don't know.
Unless you want to climb the roofs and jump like a ninja or something.
I don't think that's an idea we should take.
Probably not.
Alright, I'm not sure now.
Jay, I'm assuming that I'm passed out until told otherwise.
Give me a luck check to see if you wake up. Why not?
Luck check? Okay.
Yeah, just a d20.
That's a 3. Nope.
Nope. You are dreaming of hopefully good dreams.
So I would say that we go back and we go the other way, or go one of the other ways.
I'm not a fan of that idea, but I won't argue my point too much.
So I say we go back and then we go the right direction.
That is your call. I'll leave that one up to you.
So you backtrack and then turn right the same direction as the cabbage guy, or you backtrack and you go the previous right?
I'd say we go cabbage guy.
You follow behind him, but
Cabbage has
delayed.
never hurt anybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
That we know of.
Okay. As you do so, the guards don't seem to spot you. Thankfully, you didn't spend too long at that junction or further out from it. You're able to turn around and go the direction that the cabbage guy and his stall had gone. Thankfully, the traffic seems to have entirely cleared out. There doesn't seem to be anyone perusing the streets. So you're able to continue on straight. This one, you're starting to get to the more residential districts where the junctions are spaced out a bit further. So you are able to walk quite a bit towards the edge of the city. I'd say there's probably about, if you continued straight, there would be about 2 blocks left.
So then we loop. We cut left, go straight, turn right, go out.
Pretty much.
Okay.
As long as that is like a safe route that we to our eye.
Yeah. Like, I would tell you if you saw anything otherwise.
Yeah.
You are able to keep a lookout, have your plan in mind. Marsalis and Ringtail towards the front, and Robert kind of keeping an eye on the back. You guys are easily able to escape the village through the east exit.
Perfect. All right. Well, now that we're not really out of the woods yet, but now what?
We gotta get far, far away from here. As fast as possible.
Saying, good. Do we have like a bag that we can put that we've been putting our stuff in?
We'll say adequately sized pockets for the majority of things. Nico specifically has a bag, but
Good to know.
I don't know about the rest of yous.
If we're exiting the village, are we in like a clearing? Is it like trees or what are we looking at?
Seems to be the forest that Nico went and picked these mushrooms out of earlier.
Oh, how convenient.
How convenient.
Yes. I say we just keep going until we get to a point where we're like we're a good distance from the town.
Yeah.
Okay. Nico, give me another luck check. See if you wake up.
11.
Yeah. You feel the rain pitter-pattering, hitting the back of your head as they kind of slumped you over their shoulders. And you wake up from your very brief, but hopefully restful, unintentional sleep from your power being used pretty extensively. And you now see that Team Talent is outside of the village. As you guys have walked a good distance out, Nico, you wake up.
You guys made it out.
We're not out of the woods yet, kid. Welcome back to the world of the living. Can you walk?
As I think Marsalis picked me up, as he sets me down, I go to stand. I assume I'm still pretty shaky and exhausted.
Yeah.
But enough to kind of stand on my own and walk.
All right, let's keep moving.
Okay. So, yeah, you guys are able to walk. I'll say you guys all walk for about half an hour in mostly silence. I mean, nobody really wants to acknowledge that or talk about it. You guys are moving now a bit quicker than you were in the city. In the city, you were probably a bit more careful, I presume.
Mhm.
I have well, Ringtail is not calming down anytime soon.
Sure.
After all that's
I'm not
happened.
saying you're calming down, but you are moving faster.
Yeah, we're moving faster, especially now that Nico is
Yeah.
awake and on his feet.
Yeah. I'll say you guys
I have
get a little over like 2 or 3 miles outside of the city. The village, I should say. Town? I don't know what the difference between them is. The place known as Merrow. You guys are out in the woods, and you hear natural wildlife off in the distance. You hear scurries in the bush. Every little twig snapping sets you a bit more on edge, and then you calm down, and it comes back.
Is there any rock structures?
No. This is a pretty dense forest.
Okay.
As you guys have walked on the east path for a while, do you guys set off the path at all, or mostly just keeping to it? You guys will be moving at like half the speed if you go off the path, as it is
hanging on the
dense
path.
to walk through.
I think we stay on the path and take distance over
Sure.
discretion.
Sure.
Yeah, at least for now.
So with that, you guys are able to make some distance, and you find a decent clearing off the beaten path where you see some trees, presumably a used camping spot, maybe for travelers or such, but a place that seems restful.
All right. At that point,
should you guys choose to.
I mean, at that point, I'd be like, hey, this spot's great, but we got to go a little further into the woods.
Maybe another,
Because-
like, 10 minutes
Yeah,
north
like
or
another
south.
10 minute- north or south, yeah. Because if that's an abandoned camping spot, it doesn't mean it's not known.
Okay. So you guys go through the trees, the thick canopies over top of you. And finally, exhaustion starts to set in for all of you. I mean, none of you have properly eaten a meal other than maybe a couple leaves of cabbage in this entire time. As you all...
I'm probably stumbling pretty good.
Yeah, definitely not moving at the speed you'd like to, but
All right. At that point, I'd probably turn to Robert and be like, hey, is there any way we can now turn off the waterworks?
Oh,
No. No.
we don't. Do we need any more? Or do we don't need any more?
My first question is, how large of an area does that cover when it rains?
Well, I don't know. I would presume it focuses around me, but I don't know how big.
All right, well, we're probably far out enough that it's probably over the horizon from the town. You can probably turn it off now.
Okay. While I'm trying to recompose myself, I reach for the cabbage. I need some.
as you...
Or do I not have the cabbage anymore?
No, you have the cabbage.
Take the cabbage.
Okay.
Cabbage.
Unless you intentionally left it. As you reach into your bag, to... oh my gosh. As you reach into your bag and you, like, open wide, ready to bite on cabbage leaf, Marsalis, wanting to be a little prankster, reaches around and shoves one of the fish in your mouth, with somehow rolling a nat 20.
That's beautiful.
I mean, this will take your mind off things as I just kind of just fish head first into the mouth.
Gosh, Marsalis.
With Marsalis having done that, I am just completely taken aback. I'm no longer feeling anxious. I'm feeling just... I don't know. I'm feeling confused. And when he does that, because of the force at which he put it in my mouth, it takes me about a second to spit it out. And then I go, Marsalis, what was that for? Why did you do that? Please, don't do that again.
Not gonna lie, I thought it would take your mind off things and make the rain stop faster. Because you can't think about being anxious and rainy if you got fish in your face.
And as he says this, you do notice that the rain and the thunder has subsequently stopped.
Mm-hmm.
As you were
funny.
just
That was also
flabbergasted.
However,
Oh, it seems like a good one-time use of the element of surprise.
Listen, I cannot say that it wasn't effective. Just please, don't do it again.
I will do my best to make sure it does not happen again.
you just see Ringtail in the corner with a little tiny notepad and microscopic tools writing this down. Oh, by the way, I have rations. And I hand out rations.
You hand out rations. Does everyone partake in said rations?
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
partake. I'll hold on to Rob's because his mouth is a little full.
I take the ration and I'm just kind of holding it in my hands. And as as everyone else is kind of sitting there, eating the rations, I say, I'm sorry, everyone. This is my fault. I guess I probably owe you guys an explanation.
That would be nice.
Yeah, like what happened in there?
So I showed you guys my ability. I can manipulate shadows. But I'm not sure if what I'm controlling is shadows or an entity.
I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't think it's shadows either, considering the fact you just turned that dude's credit name into Meat Cloud Mist #1.
That sounds fancy. I'm writing that down.
I don't even know how it happened. And I know this sounds ridiculous and like I'm avoiding responsibility. I genuinely don't know. Like he was interrogating me, and I'm obviously, like, I'm not exactly the most confident person, and I remember him interrogating me, and he was getting angry, and he slammed the table, and he was getting in my face, and I just wanted him to stop, and I yelled back, and the next thing I realized is that I'm covered in his blood, and I'm standing in the room, and he's gone. And I understand if you don't believe me. I don't know. I say I can manipulate shadows. I don't know that I can even control this power. It just... I'm sorry. It's my fault.
I mean, no disrespect. I'm trying to add gas to the fire here. But yeah, kinda. So he was just interrogating you, and then you kind of just... He popped?
Yeah, like, I genuinely don't even really know even how it happened, because I was trying, like, I was fighting, I was looking away, I don't look at people in the eyes. It's too intimidating. There's only one person that I felt safe enough to even have a full conversation with, and now I don't even know where she is, and so when he was staring, he was yelling at me and just upset with me that I couldn't tell him the information that he wanted. I didn't have the information. He kept screaming at me and yelling at me that what did he, the guy in the tavern, this whole thing is about the guy in the tavern, and he was yelling at me and wanting to know, like, what he looked like and why I couldn't give him the information, and he was, and with that he was accusing us and me, and I closed my eyes and I yelled back, and then...
So who's to say that this won't happen to anyone of us?
I can't. I don't know, and that's why that's partially why I gave you guys the offer to just not associate with me and run.
It wouldn't have mattered.
I wanted to save
if we
you
had stayed
guys.
there, they would have possibly thrown the book at us.
Yep.
If they had seen that you escaped and we didn't, it wouldn't have helped us. They still would have known we were in collaboration with you.
that's not necessarily true, because you guys were locked up, you guys didn't have the ability to do it, and it honestly, if you think about it, it really would look like just I went berserk and fled, and you guys, you guys have an alibi. You guys,
Yeah, but the problem is it would have thrown more suspicion on us, because if you could do that to a god, what's to say doing a super little knife wound isn't also feasible? Even though we all know we didn't do it, they don't know that we didn't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
This morning
So
I was
it was-
just thinking, I'll just get out of the prison, just lockpick my way out, be able to go on my way scavenging. I have a problem. Now I'm tied up into this nonsense. We all have superpowers. Who would have guessed? Not I, apparently. I only thought I was the only one. And now, we're on the run from the law. So I don't think anyone's really getting what they were wanting today.
I'll say.
Yeah, I'm definitely with Ringtail on this one, guys.
I'll chime in here. As a lot of you are sat around a very small, reasonable campfire, not something that can be seen from a far distance, just enough to keep you warm and presumably evaporate some of the dampness off of all of you. You all, for a moment, just sit and think in the discomfort as your character thinks to themselves. You hear an owl in the distance.
Ooh.
No monsters. No monsters, no guards, no big villain. But the tension palpable through the silence. And that is where we will end tonight's session. Any closing remarks for the viewers at home?
I was not expecting that.
Uh,
I was expecting
for the record,
that.
neither was I.
I don't think anybody was.
Legitimize your business.
Legitimize your business. Thanks for watching. I hope y'all enjoy. Like, comment, subscribe. Catch you guys for the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.